Hello everyone, thanks for joining me here. For those of you joining me for the first time, my name is Jose Rosado. I'm a retired school principal, former mayor, and stroke survivor. I suffered a stroke on January 5th of 2022. And as an educator and community advocate, I was always someone that enjoyed writing. Most of my writing was focused on education and social commentary. But I also wrote other things, did some poems and short stories. However, unfortunately, after I suffered my stroke, I wasn't able to write. My thoughts just didn't flow. I lacked creativity. And it wasn't until 10 months after I suffered my stroke that I really reached a point where I was frustrated. I was just absolutely frustrated with the fact that I couldn't write. And I found myself one evening while on a cruise, just like I am now, in November of 2022. And I was sitting above the Lido deck, almost in tears, because I just wanted to write something. I was just struggling very, very much. And I just wanted to write. It didn't matter what I wrote, I just wanted to write. But I knew that when I had thoughts of writing any article or any commentary focused on social justice or anything that dealt with conflict, I would get a real bad migraine headache and felt very anxious. So while on that cruise, I thought back to being in second grade at Washington Elementary School, and the first time that I remembered enjoying writing. And my teacher then, Mrs. Evancho, used to put a picture poster up on a blackboard about once a week or so, and she would ask us to study the picture. And it could be of kids playing at the park, a party, kids at the beach, dinner, but it usually included people in some sort of activity. So as I sat there above the Lido deck, again, almost in tears, just frustrated because I couldn't write, I thought back to that. Thought back to Mrs. Evancho in second grade. And as I did that, I looked over the Lido deck and I saw a young couple walking toward the bar. And I focused on them. And shortly after they arrived at the deck bar, the gentleman walked away, leaving the lady alone. And I started to focus on her. And when I was looking at her, she turned and suddenly looked up at me. And I thought to myself, oh wow, she caught me looking. So at that point, I started writing. Just started writing. Thought to myself, I created this story or this thought in my mind, and I started writing. Again, that was November of 2022. And this past March 15th of 2024, I actually finished writing that manuscript. Now, some might think, well, what took you so long? Well, writing the novel was a very therapeutic process for me, and I enjoyed it very, very much. However, because of my stroke, throughout that time period, I struggled with migraine headaches, extreme anxiety, and also had a bout of vertigo. So there were times when I just didn't write at all. When I developed the vertigo, I didn't write for 3 months, just totally disconnected and was unable to write. But between November of 2022 and March of 2024, I took several cruises. And I found that I was able to write while I was out cruising. So just want to share with you here today that the therapeutic process that I went through, the writing of the novel, a lot of it took place while I was on a cruise, on a Carnival cruise. And, I started writing the novel on a cruise. I finished writing the novel on a cruise, and I wrote many chapters. Actually, I took a cruise last January of 2023, with my daughter, son-in-law, and a couple of my grandkids. And I had thoughts of what I wanted to write while I was on that cruise. However, I was fortunate enough to meet a few people while I was on that cruise. Alana, Drake, Yaya, and Shaka. Four people that I met on that cruise. And interestingly enough, I wrote each one of them into my novel. So that was a very nice experience. And hopefully, when the novel is published, I'll be able to find these folks and share it with them. But the trip has been very therapeutic. And here today, just wanted to share with you that although I finished writing the novel back in March, it had to be 6, 7, 8 months ago, probably more than that. And I received the edited manuscript from the editors back in November of 24, 2 months ago. Again, I hit a roadblock and had a setback. And for 2 months, I didn't do anything with the novel. You know, the manuscript that the editor sent to me, right here, was sent to me November, 2 months ago. And at that time, my anxiety spiked up. And I just couldn't write. I couldn't even go through the edits to correct the edits or approve the edits that the editor had made. At that time, I was in line with a goal that I had. And the goal was to have the novel available for pre-purchase on the 3-year anniversary of my stroke, which would have been January 5th of 2024. However, because my anxiety had spiked up, I just wasn't able to do it. I just couldn't get myself to pick up the manuscript and review the edits and approve it. So I didn't do that. I just wasn't able to do that. But I didn't allow myself to be discouraged, because for me, writing this novel has been a therapeutic journey. It's all been about healing. And that's what I needed to focus on. Just needed to focus on healing and just pick up whenever I was ready to pick up. And here I am on a cruise again. And I think, it's not by coincidence, I guess, that while on this cruise, just today actually, I've finished reviewing the edits, and I'm looking forward to approving the edits and moving forward with this process. But again, that just happened today. I was able to sit down over the last couple of days on this cruise. I couldn't even tell you what ship I'm on right now. Again, part of these struggles that I've had with the stroke, or most of the struggles that I've had with the stroke, recovering from the stroke, have been cognitive, emotional, and psychological. And although I've been on this ship now for the past 6 days, I think it's the Carnival Sensation, but I could be wrong. But again, those are just some of the struggles that I've been through and continue to experience, the cognitive, the emotional, and psychological struggles. But, I'm encouraged, and I'm going to continue on this healing path, and writing is a big part of it. And again, just wanted to share with you that, the edits are approved, all done. And, again, looking forward to reaching out to the editor, approving everything, and moving forward with the publishing. The title of the book, I didn't mention the title. The title of the book is Caught You Looking. Remember the story I told you about back on that cruise in November when the lady caught me looking? Yes, Caught You Looking. And I'm just thankful and grateful that I've reached this point. And again, whatever the outcome of the book is in regards to sales or what have you, really doesn't matter to me. It doesn't really matter to me. For me, the writing of the book and the completing of the project, that's what's most important to me. This has been a therapeutic journey, and I'm almost done. Again, the editing, approving of the edits, just finished that. But I'm looking forward to the book being published and made available, and just sharing it with people. And reading it myself, because as I was reading through the edits over the last couple of days, I reconnected with parts of the story that, honestly, I almost forgot that I wrote. But again, that's all part of the healing process. So just wanted to share this with you. When I first started writing the book, I started documenting my experiences on my Facebook page. And, at this point, I just wanted to document, my experiences through video, and just share that with you. But those that might be interested in looking back on my journey, Jose Rosado, find my Facebook page, and you'll be able to see and read, what my experience has been like. And hopefully I'll be able to continue to share my thoughts and experiences and my healing process. I think that writing is very therapeutical, and for anyone that has suffered a stroke or other type of brain trauma, consider writing. Writing was my light. Writing this novel was the light that I moved toward when I fell into darkness. And believe me, over the past 3 years, I've experienced a lot of darkness. And it was my commitment to this novel, my commitment to the story, my commitment to healing that kept bringing me back. So again, I hope that maybe this serves as a source of inspiration for others, again, that are recovering from a stroke or other type of brain trauma. Seek your light, commit to the light, and move toward that light. And hopefully your healing process, your healing journey will also be advantageous to you. Again, thank you for joining me and your interest. And I look forward to reconnecting with you and continuing to share my story and my journey. And also my book, my novel, Caught You Looking. All right, people. Peace.